today here on the ACC Network. Justin Thomas along the goal line, gets it away, and it is incomplete beyond the 30 to Ricky June.
Well, you got to come up with some plays. Got to help the quarterback. Ricky June there on the scramble drops the ball. Georgia Tech has not gotten any help when things have broken down from anybody other than Thomas.
They'll go right up the middle with Mills, and it should be on their own 12-yard line. 41% on the season in this situation. Thomas got it away up to the 25, and Ricky June went up to get it. And those for Georgia Tech is 10th of the year and averages just over 13 yards per catch. That last one for June went for 14 yards and a first down. This is going to be Lynch. Sidesteps one man at the 30, and Lynch rumbling his way up to the 40-yard line. Down at the 40 for Georgia Tech. They'll toss it out. Green. And Green close to first down yardage at midfield. They give him 11. Produces a first down right at midfield. Justin Thomas still has it, and Price was not fooled by the sleight of hand. Johnson, 9th year on the sidelines for Georgia Tech. His team comes in at 3-2. Thomas got rid of it. Marcus Marshall up the sideline, and Marshall is inside the 40. That's 12 yards.
And the big fella's running inside out.
Boy, great word, willing. That's something you got to be willing to. You got to be willing to put your head in there and knock people off their feet.
Thomas keeps it. Shuffle step, shy of the 30. 7 yards for Justin Thomas.
In camp, you got to get ready when you have opportunities, and they did that this year.
Try to go up the middle with Mills. Just a couple of yards and short of the first down as we check in with today. Weather a factor at that game at NC State as Notre Dame makes its first ever trip to Raleigh. Thomas tries to turn the corner, and he will go out of bounds inside of the 25-yard line and get a first.
11th play of the drive. This is the one that they've strung together. Justin Thomas did a nice job directing traffic.
Trying to respond to that Pittsburgh touchdown early by O'Neal, the lineman. And the defense comes up big. Watch out. Jordan White. Dave, how about Galambos? This is his 45th game in a Pittsburgh Panther uniform, and they busted out the old school yellow and blue. Thomas flips it out. This is Mills. He's spun down inside the 20, maybe the 17-yard line, and 6 Georgia Tech quarterback. Mills behind him. Thomas kept the ball and
play in the yard. You don't even do that. So these guys are having to play a game in weather you probably wouldn't play in any time.
Temperatures in the low 60s, gray and overcast, but no precipitation here at Heinz Field.
Georgia Tech some problems.
60 yards in total rushing for Georgia Tech, trying to add to it, and they will. Just a little bit for Clinton Lynch. Defensive shield. Not approachable, I think, was the word he used about James Harrison. Justin Thomas still has the football. It's going to take 2 and 3 blue jerseys to bring him down. Jordan White.
And getting up the field was a key to not only getting Justin going, but also getting those A-backs going on the perimeter so they can get downhill with the pitch as well.
Lynn Griffin, midfield, and dropped.
27.
First down. Average over 5 yards per carry, and got the first down for Georgia Tech on the previous play. They'll go up the middle with Dedrick Mills.
Of Orlando, hopefully they've weathered the storm down there. It's been tough on them, but that stadium has been refurbished.
You heard the crowd react. That was an eventual win, 34-20 for Virginia. Georgia Tech now on 3rd and 7. They're going to be a little bit short. It was Dedrick Mills on the 5 times on 4th down. They'll toss it out wide. Second effort. Green. Awfully close. Needed to get to the Georgia Tech. 2:27 to go in the second quarter. Thomas drops it off. Green. Short of the 30.
By Willis on the outside.
10th play of this drive. Justin Thomas, just the 3rd pass of the game, looking for the end zone. The catch is made, and a touchdown. Ricky June has it for Georgia Tech, and 31 yards for the score.
A long field goal.
Last time the teams played here in Pittsburgh, October of 2014, it was a win for Georgia Tech, 56-28. That pass complete. At the sideline, it's Ricky June again. 10 yards, seconds to go in the half. Thomas, he will be dropped with a sack. That pocket collapsing on top of Thomas. This season by a combined 8 points at North Carolina and at Oklahoma State. Thomas sprints to his left and lets it fly. A man is wide open inside the 35, and it's Clinton. Went for 29 yards on the pass from Justin Thomas. He'll let it fly again. That is complete. Brad Stewart just short of the first down marker. He got 9, but the clock is still rolling.
Well, he was 20 points, 21-20.
Thomas will keep it. That's a short gain for Justin Thomas, who
got the ball at the lateral throw and got the big fella out in front with some of his guys to escort him into the end zone. Exciting start to the game for Pitt, but Georgia Tech has answered. We got quite a ball game on our hands.
They'll flip it out. Willis up the sideline, bounced out of bounds by Bam Bradley for Georgia Tech. This play goes nowhere as Justin Thomas is
tackle for loss.
4th tackle for loss in the game for Pittsburgh. Thomas handed it off to Mills. He'll move that pile short of the 40 at the 30.
Pitt loading up outside. 2 linebackers standing up outside.
Thomas gave it to the first man through in Dedrick Mills, and he's short by about.
They like to try to draw teams offside by moving people around. Let's see if they actually snap the ball.
Play clock down to 7. They will snap it and toss it. Lynch, and he will get the first down for Georgia Tech. Second time in a new set of downs. Mills. And Mills, he may have first down yardage, and he will. That's 11 yards.
Like he's got a gym in Dedrick Mills.
8 carries, 40 yards, Dedrick Mills. Close to the 40 as Jarrett made the tackle.
Sleep, the run game, and then all of a sudden he throws it.
They'll flip it wide, Searcy. Just a short gain for Searcy. Down to maybe 3 for 6 on 3rd down. This is going to be short. Soto was there to stop the play. Dedrick Mills. The drive at 4th and 4. Thomas pressured. Got it away. Incomplete near the 20. Out of the hands of Lance. These teams first met way back in 1918. The first 3 meetings were right here in Pittsburgh. Georgia Tech has the ball. A little bit of razzle-dazzle. Stewart wanted to throw it. Unable to do so. And tracked down by the defense. And second of the game for Pittsburgh. A loss of 4. Second and 14 from the 15. Thomas looking for a receiver. A diving attempt is made by Stewart. Second and 21 with the play clock running down. They'll hand it up the middle, and that'll be Marcus Marshall. Price has a tackle after a 3-yard.
Let's see him take off, pull down and take off with it.
3 of 7 on 4th down for Georgia Tech. Here's Thomas from the pocket. He lets it fly, and both defender and
almost wasn't willing to come with the dirt. Not that there is any dirt on Chris Blue, of course.
Thomas sprinting up to the 40. Justin Thomas dragged down by Whitehead, but he's up. Mills crosses into Pittsburgh territory and drags that pile to the 45-yard line. The 3rd quarterback in the history of Georgia Tech to do so. He did it on that previous run. This one a little bit less productive for Marcus. They're going to flip it out to Lynch. Lynch has some room. Watch out. Down the sideline. Clinton Lynch toward the pylon. And Lynch scores. It's a touchdown. Round. Georgia Tech with the football inside the 40 of Pittsburgh. Justin Thomas, the pitch. Mills, close to the 35-yard. We've already had a 45-yard TD run by the Yellow Jackets by Clinton Lynch. This is Marcus Marshall. Looked like one of the linemen for Georgia.
Andrew Marshall get back on the field.
4 of 9 on third down for Georgia Tech. Thomas sheds one man. Goes back the other direction. Justin Thomas heaves it to a wide-open man at the 9, and it'll walk in. Brad Stewart, the third down for Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Pitt coming up and playing bump and run, trying to take away the quick throw for Thomas.
Thomas wants to throw it. Sideline shot. Up for it. Flag out. Catch made at the 12 by... First and 10 from the 12 for Georgia Tech. Searcy to the 10, to the 5, and bounced out of bounds, and there is a flag on the play. Which was able to get a touchdown and a field goal at the end of the first half to make it a 1-point game. It's now tied 27-all. Thomas to the 10. Justin Thomas just inside the 10-yard line. Georgia Tech now with 224 rush yards in the game as Thomas gives it off to the end zone. J.J. Green, and he scores for Georgia Tech. .362 total yards for Georgia Tech, above their season average as they operate first and 10 for the 25. Mills driven backwards. Big Tyreek Georgia Tech, second and 10. Searcy. Pursuit. Dropped. Bam! Bradley on the pursuit.
Standing pass rusher for Pitt is at the top of your screen on the defensive line.
Thomas slings it right near the first down marker as Brad Stewart made the catch. Did he get? They've made 2 of them so far this afternoon. It's 4th and 1. Up the middle. Stopped. Jarrett was in there for Pittsburgh.